finally find a way to get ahead.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram of the town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said. Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down the system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Well, you weren't. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
Slaughterhouses and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet, it's almost unbearable.
If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before.
We put the art in artificial.
What nature made.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oak? Well, look no further.
Wow, that's far!
It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's in
Whoa, Val? Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, Automex are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or...
And it says with pride that I'm a #1 top bonafide. In any crowd, I'm sure to stand out within Uncle Wentworth Belvedere Stout.
Me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, Approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits. Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very Zane and Buddy. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Stay true, outsider.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shoots of Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Aster Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tausetti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice. Executive drainage manager. Dress for the job. I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your job. I probably am. Bye now.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Things take time, Commander.
cracking crunch.
We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts. You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So, when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow filet mignon. No, sir. We crack open room temp tin
And fortifying. Constant assist.
right. Nothing but pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small outings.
All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory bags into my tummy. Who knew meat-based could taste so yummy? Forced worst, oh forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst, forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a cat today.
Enthusiastically, protocols not yet charged. Emergency protocol.
Unless it's forced worst.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad. So now, here's a juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor this story. Profits. And the go-getter.
For the commander's well-being.
Highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. To him. Really running the show. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know. On to other things. This one. This side.
I'm yearning.
Got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Standing by for assistance.
Every last bit that I'm paid. Every last bit that I'm paid. The cost may be high. the frost may be high. I've been burning, burning for all love.
That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or long glossing of death. This is one of my favorites, though technically I'm called.
Entering a computational state.
It's Auntie's choice.
Get me in! Help me out to fix me up first!
Auntie is the best
Sorry, hey, Red. Looking a few quarts low, Commander. Get the water and I'll put zero.
You're tuned to wireless-free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crooker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Andy's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only...
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Jackson, you're too young to be a
equator in the dirt.
assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody
Oh,
do
I
your
can't
jobs
believe he
like your
jumped that way.
CEO is
Sir,
watching
I
over
know
your
this isn't the
shoulder,
time, but
because
are
I
they going to put us to the
probably
gallows
am.
for this?
Bye
What?
now.
No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza.
Now, on to
We
other
might be
things.
looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time.
Is a special
Hey,
selection from
you down
Auntie
there!
the Musical.
Would you mind
the
checking
all-seeing
on our fellow?
dramatization of Auntie's
Might he have survived the fall?
origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right-wrong lift on the ACS Undisputed Cutter. And who did I see by the
I'm pleased not to be the only one wondering.
legend
Not
herself?
the only one. How did you get assigned to a biological commodities assessment? Nope, never mind. That's not important. Stranger, friend, would you perchance be willing to help us? We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears.
So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice?
I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in a protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize.
She said, be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get up and go. You get up and go get her. Choose betterment or impediment. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all toll. Monopolize for price control is our highest goal.
We've got an improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook, with a fresh new can't-lose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning, and upper rungers are winning. So shortly, you and I will all get rich.
She said, persuade them that a better me liberates society. Sell them on an improved me. It's tantamount to piety. Choose betterment or impediment. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore.
There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping. You've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to, well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
Exactly.
She said, do
Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We've not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Plus, you'll have the advantage of practicing with him on solid ground, rather than up in the blue. Should give better habituation than poor Jackson.
Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time, and smiling, she
What?
said,
But that doesn't make any... Look, are you gonna help us or not?
There's no such thing as free advice.
Thank the sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life, utterly absent of starvation.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's Choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding global corporate treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Now, upward and onward. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
That you and there's no doubt. Yes, sir. Won't keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with liquid confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. You show that you cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and throw it. Gee whiz, that's Hershey whiskey.
zoological exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Ah! Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Liftoff Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown.
They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
I'm on Dorado, soaking up solar particles in Golden Ridge. Sounds like a million-bit piece of real estate. Too bad all that glitters here is fool's gold. But we're prospecting for a different kind of painter. A creature with 8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. The Arachnid. Not my kind of quarry. Gives me the whimper. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't contractually obligated. Well, let's cut to the hunt. Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a arachnid breed encrusted with crystals, which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps them blend in. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover you with a furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk globs. You know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist.
That's it? It was that easy?
Security team spotted one nearby. Great. Guess we better have a look.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose. Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
Arachnids don't have the gray to skitter around them.
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone.
Well, let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? Of Arachnid's only premium part is its sucker. Hideous, but handy in all sorts of crafting recipes. Certainly more valuable than Time to blast off this bug-infested rock. So with that, I raise a glass of Spectrum Red and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
Next up, something else. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum, num rum, taste more and feel.
He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone. Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
You need a neck of anesthetic. Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with some num rum.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
What do you mean? You're already getting our urgently improvised extortive rate. Oh, that. Of course that's why you deserve extra. Apologies for forgetting. I was overcome with relief. Here's what I would have paid already, with a little extra on top.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now, in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. A recent report on the new Spratz-Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in markets claimed the product has a might tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction. That actually contains real Sprat flavoring. Still a might tangy though. That part's 110% correct. Okay, enough correction. So we made a few mistakes. Don't need to keep harping on them for one mistake. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Shake the top day that you want to forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you find. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Yeah, been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion.
Red worm with purple berry tequila.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with
This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
Wireless free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine, jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you started young, it's twice the fun. We're talking candy.
That's tobacco.
You love a candy.
That's tobacco.
If all that coughing bothers you, don't worry, you can chew it too. To get your candy.
That's tobacco. Got tobacco.
It's what your friends all love to do.
Well, now how am I going to pay off my bar tab?
Take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
You buy a function of
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption.
Cause it's your candy.
That's tobacco.
Your favorite candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
It's tobacco.
Delicious candy.
It's tobacco.
tobacco.
Get your candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
That's tobacco. Candy, tobacco.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes.
Injuries detected. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Readying database.
Report for the previous Saturday.
Share with a chum.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right-wrong lift on the ACS Undisputed Claim. And who did I see riding with me? The self-made market legend herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our brave new meritocracy.
Give Auntie 5 bits.
I saw my opportunity and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom runger who's lost on the climb? See, I tried my best to urge her because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice? And this is what she said to me.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you single. And listen, child, and take it straight from me. This
Welcome,
term
welcome.
self-doubt
See anything you like?
makes you
Well,
110
if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch? Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's Choice.
Get up and go get her. Choose pediments or impediments. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get it, grab, raise, advance your role and ignore. Toll. Monopolize for price control. That's our high. Go.
We've got an improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook with a fresh new can't lose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning and upper rungers are winning. So shortly you and I will all get rich.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle? You can thrive.
How do I do that?
I'm not really sure. This is a slogan I hear on the wire.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
What do you think about disrupting the marketplace?
Monopolize for price control. That's our highest goal. Pitch them on some moral graves. Make them buy a corporate way. Convince them and increase your
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing
This
and
stretch runs
achieving
between
your
Fairfield and the
long-term
Eastern
health
Forward
goals.
operating base.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose raptidons wandering around. Note that Auntie's choice ain't liable for a raptidon basic.
Careful of friendly fire if you have.
Do what you can and do what you must to get far ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. Ignore
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Bravo's ran us out of the Beast Valley. Now we're stuck here on standby.
Never get caught, oh, never get caught.
They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal.
Word is Milver Street is
Been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time, and smiling, she said,
I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. Eddies, hello, and goodbye.
Need advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness. Nearby armed guards. A stealthy approach is suggested.
Starting my
Not friendly life form detected. Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Your Bowery unit requires service.
she said, do what you can and do what you must to get far ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. Ignore all the rules and never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. My corporate seal had been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time, and smiling, she said,
This is how you climb. There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto-mechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Only if your supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone.
True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Like what? There must be at least a few.